UFC doesn't have quote unquote go home heat
Right.
where where the crowd is the barometer. I mean,
Mm.
and I know this guy has got to be one of your favorite people in the world. You put Colby Covington on a UFC event, it's going to sell. Dana White doesn't care why it's going to sell.
I don't remember what I know who he is, but I don't remember why you said you were probably
He,
being sarcastic.
oh yeah, he's
What?
a diehard Donald Trump supporter.
Oh, okay, yeah. F him.
Very, very, very demonstrative in his. He fought in Brazil, and after he won the fight in Brazil, called everybody in the audience a piece of trash and said your country's a dump.
Wow,
Uh,
that's just rude.
I mean, but
Yeah.
again, Dana White doesn't care.
No.
But in
Well,
WWE,
that's good heat,
but
right?
I was just going to say that could, in some areas, generate go home heat,
Mm.
which an individual we're going to talk about here very quickly received on the very first WWE on Netflix. At
Yep.
least I think he received go home heat. I
Oh yeah. Those fans were not happy to see him. You know, because it's like I always say, and when we talk about heat, go home heat versus the kind of heel heat that you want. What people who are not wrestling fans might not realize is, it's not that you're supposed to hate the bad guys. You're supposed to love to hate the bad guys. And then when Hogan came out, he wasn't even supposed to be a bad guy. He wasn't supposed to be a heel, but they just hated him, and they didn't love to hate him. They just hated him. They just wanted him to go away. They wanted nothing to do with him when he came out on the debut of Raw on Netflix. They wanted nothing to do with that guy. And they
no,
let him know.
oh yeah, people. Undertaker said it best on his podcast. People don't forget. Um, you know,
Well,
I
people do though. Well, people are generally, I think people in American culture generally are very forgiving, and
it
people
depends.
like a redemption story. People like a comeback story. People like redemption. We're very big
But
fans of
are you?
redemption. But Hogan but there's a limit, right? There's a limit.
You have to be actively seeking redemption, though.
Yeah, or right.
There has to be some contrition in your quest for redemption.
Yeah, and
Like,
Hogan's never quite been able to do that. Like he tends to paint himself as more of a victim.
I mean, look, some people are going to sit here and say, yeah, "Oh, you're talking about his sex tape." I don't give a damn about the sex tape. I've
That's
never
not the problem people have with him.
I've I've never watched it. I never have a desire to watch
Oh
it.
God, no.
It's if anything, I think it gives him a smidge of people feeling bad for him because of the
Sure.
circumstances surrounding it, and makes Bubba the Love Sponge look like a piece of garbage, which Bubba the Love Sponge is a piece of garbage. Um, but that's neither here nor there. What I look at is you. He said some very disgusting racial statements,
Mm-hmm.
and his apology was up there with Dog the Bounty Hunters
Yeah.
in just the level of total tone deafness
Mm-hmm.
in what you said. Like, I believe his apology. I'm not even going to look it up because it was so canned and it just boilerplated that it doesn't matter. Was so just no contrition, and I think it was pretty much it. I grew up in an area where I could talk like this. and I was from a time where you could talk like this, but that time is not now.
Not only is that time not now, but I don't think that place ever existed. Where was this place that people like him talk about where, as a white person, you could just go around using the N word and everybody was cool with it? I don't think, not only is that time not now, but I don't think that time ever was.
I
Except
look,
maybe, maybe in the South. Well, but
and that's
you know
where
what
I
I'm
was
saying, though.
going. That's where I was going to go with this.
Yeah.
Hogan did grow up in Tampa, Florida,
Yeah.
and there is a very strong southern view in Tampa.
Sure.
So could it have been said as commonly as hello? Absolutely. But was it accepted? Ugh.
No,
It
I mean
was
my BS
it
meter
was
red lines when he or anyone else like him tries
when
to
when
use
when
that excuse. Come
when
on.
we say accepted, we're I- oh, I
He's just,
don't know.
he's just walking around in Tampa, Florida with what do they call that? A pass? Oh, you're
A
white,
hood
but we'll
pass.
let you say it. Come on. It's
No, I'm
he's
saying
full of shit.
when he was growing up
Yeah.
that it was probably said ad nauseum.
By white
Not,
people? I don't believe him.
I
I don't
mean,
buy it.
in the 50s.
I don't buy it. No, no, no.
I
Around other white people, maybe, but
that's what I'm saying, Matt,
yeah,
is I mean, and in that era, again, I'm gonna say this, and I do not agree with it. It
yeah.
is wrong. African Americans just had to deal with it. Yeah, you're not going to go to the cops and say, "Hey, this person called me this. It's a hate crime." Cops going to probably call you the same thing.
Oh yeah.
It's wrong. It's disgusting. It's reprehensible. So, yeah, I mean,
But
Hogan's statement is I'm not going to say it's wrong. I'm going to say it's hyperbole, that he would say it was that he feels it was accepted. No, it wasn't accepted. It was
right.
just tolerated. There is a difference between tolerance and acceptance. There's a
Well, yeah.
very, very big difference. And people did it doesn't make it right, and certainly doesn't make it right now, and certainly doesn't make it right to victimize your daughter for dating a black man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, so yeah, and there's a lot of other things like
Oh,
that Hogan has done.
one
Even
more thing though about that, because you're referring to the comments of him being recorded because Brooke was dating a black guy and Hogan had a problem with him. That's where all that came from. The thing that Hogan said, this is something that really gets under my skin that Hogan said, and this is part of why I'm angry about him. I get so angry whenever I hear someone do what Hogan did and then say this statement. Well, we're all a little bit racist, right? That
no,
infuriates me whenever I hear someone say that, and partly because I've heard so many people say that. Like, I don't just mean celebrities who got caught being racist, but just people I've known who have used that excuse with me. Well, Matt, we're all a little bit racist. No, screw you. We are not all just a little bit racist, and I get very angry whenever someone tries to project that onto me to make themselves feel better. No, you are racist, Hulk Hogan. We are not all just a little bit racist. Don't
I think
put
I
me in the
think
same
we're,
pool as you. You know what I mean? I hate that.
and
It
that's fair, but
infuriates me.
a touch of devil's advocacy here.
Yeah.
I think where they get that from is, again, it's a thing of hyperbole and to in their head justify it.
Oh, of
They
course. Yeah.
they do this because
No, that is why.
we are all guilty of laughing at an off-color joke. We
Sure.
are all guilty of laughing at racial statement in stand-up comedy. That doesn't equate us all being racist, but in
Right.
their head, oh, well, you're just as bad as me.
Yeah, they're grasping
Yeah,
at an equivalency to
yeah,
make
it's a
themselves feel better. Yeah,
yup. And it's like, well, no, we're not saying it. Is laughing at it wrong? Yes. And I will say that I'm guilty of it, but there's also been, at some point in time, a period of reflection where
sure.
you go back and you're like, that's wrong. I should
Yeah,
not have laughed at that.
yeah,
And again, that goes back to my initial point. There has to be that period of, the contrition and understanding and realization you were wrong. That's really how you get to redemption,
yeah.
which Hogan has never gotten. And look, I think before we get too deep into the woods, we could probably go to the next news article because we're already talking about one of the key players.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, the Hogan's latest venture with Eric Bischoff and this other guy I'm not even familiar with, Izzy
Izzy
Martinez.
Izzy Martinez,
Yes,
yes.
yes. They're
He's
new.
coached 9 state champions, or he's won. I believe Eric Bischoff misspoke. He said he's won 9 state championships. I think you can only win one state championship a year for four
Oh,
years. I
okay.
think
Yeah.
he meant he's coached 9 state champions. Um, and he's coached 8 UFC world champions, and it's like, okay, but coaching 8 UFC world champions can mean a variety of different things. He could have been you're insinuating he's the lead coach.
Do you think Bischoff even wants to do this, or do you think he just feels some sort of obligation to Hogan?
I don't know. Eric Bischoff doesn't feel obligated to anyone. To be,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's weird. And I actually like Eric Bischoff. I mean, I
I
don't
do
agree with
like him
him
as well.
on a lot of things, but
I actually watched in preparation of this their appearance on Fox and Friends,
oh, did
and
you?
Uh, they probably would have been better off just letting Erich talk. In all actuality,
Well, Eric's a very
um,
smart, articulate guy.
very, very, and I have no shame in saying it. He's a damn handsome man.
He
Like,
is, yes. And I've
it,
read his
you,
book, of course, as I'm sure you have too. Controversy Creates Cash.
2 books now.
I haven't read the other one. What's the other one?
Grateful, which is amazing. I
Oh, is
can't.
it? Is it good? I haven't read it.
It's very good. Like you look, his first book, he said this on 83 weeks, which again, I would advise anyone out there, listen to 83 weeks if you're big into the Monday Night Wars.
Hmm.
Erich really, um very rare for someone of his history that in wrestling to be totally uh, to just be totally transparent.
Hmm.
And he is. He will tell you when he screwed up. He will
Yeah.
tell you when he didn't. He will tell you whose idea it was. If it was a bad idea and it was his, he'll own it. If it was Kevin Sullivan, rest in peace, Kevin, or Terry Taylor, he will tell you. If it was a miscommunication, he will tell you.
Yeah.
So yeah, the second book is definitely better than the first book
Okay.
in my opinion. You can definitely tell WWE
Oh, yeah. In the first book.
had
Yeah.
fingerprints.
Yeah. Yeah.
His documentary, which I do own on Blu-ray, is phenomenal. Just to hear him talk. And
Mhm.
he is actually coming to Waterloo in July
Oh.
to be inducted into the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I am hoping to go and get to meet him.
Yeah.
And because just one of the great minds and revolutionized the business
Yeah.
with his idea on, and you can disagree with some of the things he did, but
Oh, of course.
he whipped Vince McMahon's ass for
For 83 weeks.
83 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
No other promoter, no other creative mind can stake claim to beating Vince for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
let alone a year and a half.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like, I hear people try to discredit him, namely the King of the Bros.
Oh yeah, they
And
don't
it's
like each
like,
other, obviously. Yeah.
well, they
Russo and
don't,
Bischoff.
because one's an idiot and a buffoon, and the other is Eric Bischoff.
Right.
So that would be why. I like Eric's point on this real American freestyle wrestling. A lot of these individuals don't have options.
Mm-hmm.
They wrestle since they're 5. They graduate from college. It's either you're good enough to be in the Olympics, or realistically, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this does give them an outlet. My concern is not really a concern, because we're not PG-13 on
Mm.
this, because fuck Hulk Hogan.
Right.
What does this do to Hulk's Legends deal? This
Oh,
could be seen as a competitive company to TKO.
that's
Think
true.
about this.
That
They're going.
didn't even occur to me. Yeah, you're right.
I thought about that. Look, they're going to be taking individuals that could be signing with NXT while still in college.
Yeah.
NIL, they can do that. They're going to be taking individuals that could go to the UFC.
Yeah.
They could be on the Ultimate Fighter. Does Nick Khan and Paul Levesque, Triple H, use this as a prime opportunity to cut and run?
Which they'd probably love to do, wouldn't they?
At this point, I mean, what do you do with Hulk?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't put him on TV or Netflix, obviously. His Real American Beer, from what I've read, a lot of people say it's totally crap.
Mm.
Um, eh,
He's so
I get,
toxic. What?
yeah, that's exactly it.
You don't need him around
Um,
if you're
I
TKO.
just uh, like, or do you just let him keep collecting Legends residuals and, like, you know what? Let's just wait till this company blows up, not in a good way.
That's what I predict. Because I
And
have to believe that their lawyers, you know, the whatever legal team they've hired for this business, this new venture, they had to have made some sort of determination whether or not they thought that this would violate Hogan's contract, or right. I mean, they had to have thought of that, right?
it's Hulk Hogan. I mean,
No, but I mean,
I
but Bischoff is going to hire, if he's in charge of hiring the lawyers, he's going to hire
well,
competent lawyers.
it depends on what Hogan's true involvement is.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, so there's a lot of things. Now, do I wish them to fail? There's some of me that's like, oh my God.
Well, Hogan
Again,
certainly.
yeah, fuck
Hogan
Hulk
failing
Hogan.
is just, that's just karma.
Or as he said on Pat McAfee, Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Uh, there are so many jokes I could tell right now based off yeah, I firmly believe that was Hulk on Pat McAfee. It sounds like him.
Yeah.
Um so yeah. Just the whole thing was just like, what the hell are we doing?
Now, is it actually called Real American? I guess I didn't.
Yes, Real American Freestyle Wrestling.
Yeah, what a goofy title. Do you think they went with that
Well,
just because that's the same name as the beer and they wanted to be consistent with branding? Real American Freestyle Wrestling. Well, ESPN's just going to be so proud to carry something called Real American Freestyle Wrestling, aren't they? They're going to be chomping at the bit. Fox Sports, they're going to gobble that right up.
They don't even have a TV deal.
No, that's
I mean,
Who's gonna want this?
their first event is August 30th in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, is it at a rec center? Is it at a bingo hall? Where are they doing
I
this?
think it's at Quicken Loans Arena.
Oh, for a second I thought you were going to say it was at the Quicken Loans office. Quicken Loans Arena? Okay.
Which is where I know you're not big into sports ball, Matt.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is where the Cleveland Cavaliers play from the NBA.
I've heard of them. Okay.
Okay, yeah, there you go. So it's pretty big.
Okay.
Allegedly, they have over 40 individuals signed to this.
Yeah.
That's something else gathered. But like, and then I just watched Hogan go out there and he was like, he did the Hulk Hogan painting his beard black for Fox and Friends. Like, I'm just like, oh my word. And I'll say this, I'm not familiar with Israel Izzy Martinez,
Yeah.
but Izzy came off as a guy that's really invested in this project.
Yeah.
He seemed like a good guy. I just don't know much about him. And
I don't know anything about him. Yeah.
Eric Bischoff wants this to succeed, but my word, I get why you need Hulk Hogan, name recognition and everything, but man, is he just toxic? I mean, even
Yeah.
recently, to sit there with your girlfriend or wife who looks like your daughter eating popcorn while laughing at your ex-wife's mental breakdown on Facebook Live. Like, what? I don't care what anyone has done to me. That's a level of pettiness and hatred I would never want to achieve.
Yeah.
Like, how can you live being that miserable?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is a guy, too, that tried to put himself over the day Scott Hall died.
Yeah.
I mean, so nothing he does should shock us. Like, there are so many things in regards to just being a certified piece of shit that Hulk Hogan has done that, you know what? I I know what you've done for the business, but fuck you, Hulk.
Wow.
Seriously,
Well,
fuck you. Like, same with Ric Flair. I said this to my cousin Austin. It's so, so disturbing that two of the biggest icons in our sport, and to talk about them together, we
mhm.
have to ask what is worse? Worse, horribly racist statements, blaming a guy that your son turned into a vegetable, basically, in a car accident, or alleged probable sexual assault on a stewardess.
Oh, with Flair. Yeah.
Like, these are two of the biggest icons in this business.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have personal issues with Flair going from when I met him at Ring of Honor to him screwing over Ring of Honor.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I mean, he almost, if it wasn't for Sinclair, he would have bankrupt Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have AEW because realistically, it took the Bullet Club saving Ring of Honor from that.
Yeah. So what's your prediction for this? It's hard to even say it. This real American freestyle wrestling.
I don't have one. I mean, it's because it's going to depend on if they get a TV deal, pay-per-view, wrestlers involved. You're going to need big name guys. You're not going to be able to just get a bunch of jabronis from college and throw them in. You're going to need names. And, to me, the next Olympics are coming up, I believe 2026. You're going to have a lot of big name wrestlers preparing for the trials and world championships. And, so yeah, it's problematic.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are going to, like, how much money are you going to throw at them to say screw the Olympics? Because the Olympics are very political, all in itself.
Yeah.
The Olympics are very political. You tell the Olympics F off, they can make it very hard for you to qualify again.
Oh yeah.
And people are like, oh, well, it's, it's athletic ability. They can make it hard for you. They can put you in a tough bracket. They can put you, they can give you, oh, you have the last match on this night, but the first match the next morning.
Mhm.
There's things they can do to screw you over.
Oh yeah.
So those are career missteps that these individuals are going to have to analyze.
Mhm.
And, I don't know. I've never had anyone say to me, Erich, you know what sports needs? A professional freestyle wrestling league.
Yeah.
I mean, and are they going to be able to compete with the money and exposure that the UFC can offer them?
No.
Like,
No.
these are all questions. And look, if people want to watch it, Godspeed, enjoy. I mean, if it's on cable TV and I can get it on YouTube TV, I may watch it, just see what's
Sure.
what.
Out of curiosity, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to pay to watch it. I'm not going to go out of my way and pay for a subscription service to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay even $10 to watch it on DAZN.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. And a lot of it stems from who is really the mouthpiece of this. And I just think he's a garbage human being.
Yeah.
I mean, and some people will say, oh, it's because he has beef with Bret Hart. Yeah, that's some of it.
Sure.
But there's a lot more to it. And I don't realistically like supporting anything that has Hulk Hogan's involvement.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it. And I think
Yeah.
I've been abundantly clear on my feelings of Hulk.
Well, you certainly have. Yes. Yeah. No, I agree with you.